Hey, all right. Welcome back to Raff's Brain, a show about things that are interesting to me. This is Riffin with Raff, Fitness at 50, episode 3. We are 2 weeks into my transformation, my lifestyle metamorphosis, where I'm getting counseled and supported by we decided he's called the grand-nephew, and I'm the grand uncle, but we just call him Nunk. I call him Cuz. I call him Bro. We have all sorts of nicknames, but Zachariah Lawson, personal trainer down in Miami, Florida. Thank you so much for helping me out. So it's been a great week, man. It's been a great week, you
That's
know?
awesome. Yeah, progress is coming along great. So, how do you feel?
I feel fantastic. I will say this past week. So the first week you're running on momentum from just the energy that you want to make this change. And
Yeah.
that's like psychologically that makes it easy to resist temptation. Like, oh yeah, I'm strong, I'm good. I will confess, this is the second week of the program, which just to bring people up to speed, it includes kind of three, legs of the stool. The first is nutrition, probably the most important. Watching what I eat. The second is exercise, and then the third is accountability. We can go through them one at a time. But I was just gonna say, like the I'm starting to get those little cravings. They're kind of sneaking in. And there's Caesar.
There he is.
Nice. I love it. Caesar's making more appearances on this show than any other guest. So yeah, I will say I've started to have a little cravings for the bad foods, but it's okay. I get through it. I want to share with you this summary just so you can see what's up. This is the Chat GPT bot that I've programmed, and it gives me like an overview of the first 2 weeks. I'm feeling good about the trend, man.
That's awesome. Yeah, definitely.
I started out at 226-ish. Now I'm down to, I think this morning, like 222, 221.9 or something. Anyway, it's like it's gonna have those little
It's
fluctions, but it's
always.
always, but
Yeah.
it's trending down. I'm down like 3.4 since that's good. Like a week, a pound and a half a week.
That's why you want to track by the week, and like it's important to like pay attention to the days so that you make sure the trend headed in the right direction. But you always want to go week to week. You're making actual progress because day to day, there's always going to be variables that are gonna, your rest, your cortisol levels, stress, food, water, all that stuff is going to affect those little differences in the weight, but then the overall trend should be a downward slope.
It is, and it's going to
That's
continue, my
awesome.
friend. I'm excited. So a couple things I want to credit you for, which I'm unbelievable. First of all, I don't eat until noon every day now. That is really transformative, and it actually feel good. And it's not even that challenging. I drink
Yeah,
coffee. I drink a lot of coffee all the time, but
as do I.
it helps. Coffee
Yeah,
is kind of like an appetite suppressant, and it stimulates and gets you going. It's cool.
definitely.
I have no problem waiting to eat at noon, and then I eat a healthy, I would say like moderate calorie, which usually like protein focused. So steak or chicken on a salad. I'm crushing. I might just buy stock in Chopped. Have you ever heard of that
Yeah,
franchise?
yeah, of course.
Dude, it's
Go
in my
ahead.
building. It's so convenient. It's in the building where I work. So I just order it, I pick it up, I crush it, and it's wonderful. And
Okay.
then where you come in though, big time, is the protein bar, man. You sent me two recommendations, and I wish I had them at my fingertips. I would show them on camera. We'll do that in the future. I started out with the blueberry one, which was great. One of those like 200 calories or something, or maybe 180, super protein, like 20 grams or something.
Yeah,
Keeps you sustained and whatnot through what
satiates you definitely.
satiates. That's the word, satiated.
Yeah.
But dude, the breakthrough this week, and it's dangerous, is the bear bells. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I know. Yeah, those are delicious. So that's usually like my post-workout treat, especially. Like that's like honestly, like it's a great like even like dessert. Like
Dude,
it's
I just want to have them at my disposal at all times. One a day is reasonable as long as you do it right the right way. It's like a protein bar. Obviously, it's like 200 calories. It's not terrible, but it's it's a treat. I
yeah,
look. It's not like, oh, this thing tastes. It's like a bark or something. No,
difficult to eat or something. No, it's like hard not to eat
good.
a second. Yeah.
I'm gonna work. I'm telling you right now. I'm calling my shots. I mean, this is kind of silly. No one listens to this show, but as we grow this audience, as you become the infamous, like, you have to have a booming industry in the next 5 years
Yeah.
down there in South Beach. You're going to be a personal trainer. Everyone's going to be chasing after you. The A-list celebrities and influencers are all going to want Zachariah. I'm going to be your first, client that really moves the needle on your business.
Yeah, definitely. Especially in this online space where you're recording it and keeping track, so it's like
Yes.
detailed. We know exactly what happened. But
Um,
yeah,
but what I'm saying is I'm going to get Bear Bells. We're going to get an official sponsor here soon from those
that's a
guys.
fantastic idea.
I'm going to become a official sponsor of their because I'm just going to order. Here's the thing: they're kind of costly though. Maybe they're kind of
Yeah.
costly. But hey, what price do you put on your health? You know what I'm saying?
Well worth it. Yeah, well worth it.
So diet, or I'm sorry, I keep saying that word. I'm kind of eliminate that word. It's nutrition. Nutrition. I'm making progress. I will say, and this is another thing you do so wonderfully, and everybody needs this. Whether or not you have a personal trainer or a relative, somebody in your life could help you. Zachariah, without fail, every night texts me. I appreciate that so much, man.
Of course.
You send me like little emojis. Hey, how'd it go? And you keep me focused, and I send you the summaries. And it's like,
Yeah.
several days. It's hard. I'll say the hardest thing about this entire process has been hitting that 10,000 step uh, goal every day.
Yeah.
It's
It's difficult.
There are nights when I've been out there, it's like 10 o'clock. I'm like, I gotta get 10K, man. I only have 7.5. It's like 20 minutes just walking back and forth up and down the street. My neighbors probably think I'm a maniac or a hatchet,
Yeah.
kill it, murder or something.
Circling the block. Yeah.
It's all right though. They know me. We have a good neighborhood. They know I got my rucking outfit and everything.
Yeah.
Although, Zach, I gotta ask a question, dude. I need your opinion on this.
Okay.
We'll move into exercise now. So nutrition's on point, exercise, yoga every other day, hot yoga crush. Your prescription was amazing. The jump rope, that was
Mhm.
amazing. Actually, 1 minute on, 1 minute off, and then the other extras. I sent you some videos. I don't know if you had a chance to look at those. Did they come through or not?
Where'd you send it on?
I thought I texted it, but it may not have come through. This is the problem. Sometimes the videos are too long to get sent in a text message. So maybe I'll send them to you. I basically did your workout on Thursday and I recorded myself and I thought you might have some pointers, but it
Yeah,
might
I
not
don't
have,
have any. I
it
don't
didn't
have
come through.
no.
That's
I'm at,
technology failing us. I'm gonna have to put it on YouTube and I'll put it on, I'll make it, maybe it's gonna be like supplemental content for the show.
okay, that'd be a great idea.
It's pretty embarrassing, but it works. I'll send it to you. The routine was excellent. Thank you for that. I'll do that once a week and I'll do probably a Peloton or some other boot camp type thing.
Hmm.
Anyway, is going well, but rucking, here's my question.
Hmm.
Would you just be honest with me? Is this mostly a female phenomenon at this point?
What, the steps?
No, like rucking.
Oh, I feel like that's more of like a avid outdoorsman, like hiking, like that's more of that
So
type
it's
of.
not just women. It's not just like I
No,
should
definitely
feel.
not. I mean, there's
Okay.
people at the gym. I don't recommend doing this, but there's people at the gym who will bring like their entire camping like rucksack like to practice, and I'll see them on the Stairmaster just climbing with this huge camping backpack on. I'm like, I guess if you got to prepare for your journey, you got to, get it in wherever you can. I will say too, though, that it's not necessary to like do the rucking. Like you can just do just steps.
Okay.
Like the goal with like the steps is that it's low impact and burning fat actively. Like through the steps, it's not so much about like making it harder on yourself or like, it's you're not going to get the same effect from a jog or a run or any of that other stuff. It's just about low impact cardio.
Yeah.
Just getting the steps in is going to be burning fat at a slow, steady state. So don't make it harder on yourself than it needs to be. I mean, the rucking's great, but it could just be just steps.
Okay, that's really good guidance because the rucking is painful, dude. It should be. A little hurting is good for you, but it does add a lot. And of course, I've because when I ordered the thing, I always overreach. I
Mhm.
was like, I can do it. Just a 20 pound was the max. They would as like I'm do 20. So I have
Yeah.
this 20 pound rucking is no joke, folks. If you ever want to mess around
Yeah.
with it, just give it a shot and you'll see. You look like a tool. I look like an idiot walking around the neighborhood with a ruck pack on and have my headphones on, listening to podcasts and whatnot. It's kind of silly, but I'm old enough that I don't worry about my image anymore.
And they probably just think you're prepping for some big journey, like you're about to go cross country, do something, you
I've
know.
thought about it. The Appalachian Trail would be a fun thing someday.
That'd be
Uh,
awesome.
I just think they'll romanticize it like 6 months or however long it takes to go from Georgia to Maine.
Yeah.
Uh, I think I could do it for a few days. Let's go with this.
It sounds nicer to drive it. So I do have something for you to incorporate this week. So this is
Mm,
just going to be I took some videos earlier actually, so you can kind of see some examples. I'm going to send them to you,
Nice.
but just some what I would call corrective exercises. So it's not
Okay.
actually going to be intense or something that's going to be like an actual workout, but just three exercises that you'll do with a band each day
Okay.
to help correct posture.
I need, yeah,
So
okay.
posture always just naturally, everybody gets pulled forward from a
Yeah.
combination of being on our computers or being on our phones all day. So
Yeah.
these are just three things, and the only thing you'll need to do is just get a band, so an elastic band, so you can do these exercises with.
Okay.
Either order that on Amazon or go by a Ross or a Michaels or whatever. They always have it in their little fitness section or whatever. So I've gotten some there myself. But I'm gonna send you these, and it's just three that you can just do each day in your free time. It's not gonna be hard or painful or anything, but it's gonna supplement this process in terms of like how you look and feel, especially about yourself. So
Great.
these
And
are some.
what are the exercises like lift overhead and stuff, or what do you
So
do?
it's really just band pull aparts.
Yeah.
It's up and over, and then it's something called a Cuban press, where you rotate back and then press overhead.
Cool, man. In yoga today, we use the strap and we did this crazy thing where you go behind your back. I think my shoulder's a little tight. I think it's just, it's going to take some time to get loosened up, but that's cool. I'm up to this challenge of a new exercise. I'll get the bands, we'll kick it, and we'll talk about it next week.
It might be
Um,
the same thing you're talking about. Is you went up and over behind your back with a band?
oh, but it was like not a band, it was a strap. Just a strap, just like a cloth strap. It's not like rubber
Oh,
band.
so it
Is a
didn't.
band elasticy?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not that. It's just like a literally like a strap.
Okay.
Usually you tie the straps to your feet and legs, and you like manipulate your body and do
Yeah,
crazy twists and things like that. You know,
yeah. But still, the same idea is that you're
same
like loosening
idea.
up the shoulders.
Oh yeah, for sure. The final thing I'll say is I appreciate you helping me out with suggestions. I mean, the vodka martinis, that's kind of my go-to now. I haven't had a
That's
beer. I haven't had a beer in a few weeks. Last night,
awesome.
small changes, dude. Marginal revolution, incremental changes. We're out dinner. I had some sushi. I definitely counted the calories and everything, protein, all that stuff. I was gonna get a beer with dinner because I'm at a restaurant. So I'll get like a Japanese beer, Sapporo or something. I really
Yeah,
do enjoy that. But I was like, why would I need that? I
yeah,
just I'm working hard today. I'm like
yeah,
trying to keep my calories down. So it's like 300 calories for a tall boy or what. I was like, no, I'll just get some iced tea.
yeah.
Anyway, I'm not saying that's a big deal. I'm saying over the course of my life, if I keep making the right choices like that, it's a good thing, you know?
100%. It's those small tweaks. So like even for myself now, like I got to a point where I was like, you know what? Like I'm gonna drink on like birthdays and weddings. Sometimes I'll make an exception or whatever,
Sure.
but I used to celebrate Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays and like every day of the week that there'd be a reason. I'd be like,
Yes.
okay, great. But yeah, like when you step back and you look at it like objectively, you're like, it's not benefiting anything. It's almost like it's just one of those habits you form just, culturally that,
Yeah.
you could cut out. It'll be difficult at first, but
Yeah.
everything in moderation, including moderation. It's not like you're never going to have a drink again. It's just like, why don't you just wait for an occasion where it's well worth it and then, indulge a little bit.
Yeah. The way I'm thinking about it, and it relates to my yoga training, is intentionality. Like, why am I having if you have a reason, you know what you're doing, and like versus just a kind of habitual consumption that
Exactly.
so be more intentional with my decisions. But it was nice. Like I will say, I'm being very honest with everything I share with you. You texted me, how's it going? I was out late one night. It was a happy hour thing, and I hadn't seen some guys in a while, so I had you know, a couple three martinis, vodka martinis, and I was taking pictures of them. And you're like, hey, man, everything in moderation, including moderation.
Yeah. 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 100%.
That was a nice reminder that it's okay to do that every once in a while. The good news is I also for dinner there, I just had a steak salad. It wasn't like I went off the rails and had chicken nuggets and stuff. So
Nice. Okay.
I do balance it. If I'm going to have some alcohol, I know it's probably not healthy, but I have a lighter dinner. Bottom
It's
line
not
is
healthy, but
it's
it's not
working.
going to stop you from making progress either, because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's just calories in versus calories out. Like it's not healthy for you, don't get me wrong,
And
but
I've been under my calories. Dude, I'm definitely, the calories are being
yeah.
cut. It's no breakfast. The protein bar keeps me satiated, light lunch, and
Uh-huh.
the okay dinner. Just stay on top of it. Another thing I will say, I'm shocked. we'll just close it after this. I'm shocked at my ability to resist snack foods, and mostly that's because my wife has helped me with this as well. I used to have copious and very accessible Cheez-Its and other little things.
Hmm.
I just said, I don't, they can't be in the house. I
They
can't
can't be,
have
no,
them.
definitely not.
So at worst, I might have like an apple, some carrots. One night, I crushed a bag of. This is weird, but I'm kind of like Jedi mind tricking myself.
Hmm.
There's these frozen vegetable packs
Hmm.
of chopped things like cauliflower, peas. And I can't believe I'm saying this. I ate
Yeah.
almost a whole bag of peas, steamed peas. Like just I was like, I'm
That's
hungry,
hilarious.
man. Like it's
Yeah.
like 4 servings, but it's only like 150 calories and it's all a bunch of fiber. It's like, yeah, okay. I guess that's a good thing. I don't know.
So there is a big difference between being hungry and just wanting a snack
Yeah.
because there's
Yeah.
often times where you're like, oh, I'm really craving, like you said, Cheez-Its. And then you're like, how about instead of the Cheez-Its, I have some ground beef? And then you're like, I'm not that hungry.
Right,
You
right,
realize,
right.
like, okay, I just am craving a snack. It's not so much that I'm actually hungry or famished or anything like that. So staying on track with the calories that you're at, it looks great right now.
Yeah.
If at any point that it starts to plateau, you want to stay consistent. If at any point it starts to plateau, you either increase steps or decrease calories again. But at this point, it's still moving the needle. So just stay right where you're at.
And
Um,
tomorrow's Sunday. I got my,
yeah,
lineup. I'll get to crush a little bit of
there you
bad
go.
foods.
There
Hey,
you go.
look, how is your life? Everything cool in South Beach? You're hanging in there?
Excellent, man. Pushing,
Good.
always pushing.
Appreciate that. Okay, folks, thanks for joining us. Week in, week out, it's just all about making progress. One of these weeks, I'm probably gonna have a bad week. I don't know when it's gonna happen. I'm just giving you,
Ah,
I'm forecasting. But for now, we're gonna ride this momentum. I'm gonna keep dominating. I don't see anything in my path that's gonna get a problem. But
yeah.
it'll happen one of these days. But when it happens, I'll be ready for it. You know what I mean?
Okay, there's difficult weeks and there's maybe weeks that you'll be fatigued, but there's not bad weeks as long as you're headed in the right direction. And one thing, even when I'm training people, because even like in the middle of a workout, somebody might say like, I'll say, okay, on to this one, or let's do this exercise. And be like, I can't. I'm like, don't say I can't. Just say I'm fatigued, or I'm
Mhm.
tired, or like I'm hungry. I need that snack, whatever. Okay, fine. But it's not a bad week. It's just, we just sometimes make mistakes, or we, just need to readjust,
Listen,
reassess, and then get back on track. So,
I think over the past few weeks, you've said things that stand out to me, and they sound like little catchphrases. You probably pick them up from other things. I just think you should compile them and call them like Zach Attack or whatever you want. It's and it's like what you just said right there, which was don't say I can't, say I'm fatigued. You
yeah,
said earlier, like,
label it
don't.
correctly. Yeah.
There was some other thing you said, which was like, oh, this is a couple weeks ago, really blew my mind. It was a really cool catchphrase. It was like, don't eviscerate or
Oh,
annihilate. Was it
stimulate, don't annihilate.
stimulate, don't annihilate? Dude, capture. We got to write all these down. You're gonna have
Yeah.
you can write a little book, a little guide, and we can brand the content, make shirts.
There we
Stimulate,
go.
don't annihilate,
That's a
all
good
that
idea.
good stuff. Anyway, I'm here to help, man. Anytime, but you've been really a blessing for me. Thank you so much for your help. We'll keep it going week after week, and we'll document it here on the podcast. All right, buddy. Everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.